Hello everybody, welcome back to Conor here. Bit of a sobering affair that, wasn't it? This is instant match reaction, I guess. Yeah, we bottled that game. Truly and simply bottled it. I'm laughing because I've done all the sort of swearing I can. Listen, positives to take out of it. The fact that we're another game notched off the belt and we are still 7 points clear. And we've got some very favourable games to come. We've got some very good games to go. We've got three of the bottom teams all at home. It's setting us up, isn't it? It's just setting us up. But yeah, awful. I really thought we were poor. We created chances, but we create chances every game. We just didn't take them. I thought they were lethargic. I thought we were crap today. A lot of you'll turn around and say, yeah, if we scored this, if we scored that, then would have been better. But Cardiff had a few half chances as well. I thought a lot of our chances were half chances. Apparently the fact that Bamford decided to stop that one on the line. Can't say anything about Bamford, obviously, because you get slagged off if you say anything about him. But I never say anything about the guy's personal life, how he is as an individual. I'm sure he's a lovely guy. I still don't think he's good enough. I've never thought he was good enough. I think an on-form Patrick Bamford would probably get us one goal in that game. Like Svolly Watkins, Mitrovic, if they were given those chances, I think we'd have put 3 or 4 away. He could have had a hat-trick today. Wasn't just him. Harrison, I thought, was poor. Maybe it's the new haircuts, I don't know. Harrison was poor. Costa was crap. I thought Phillips, one of the worst games I've seen in a Leeds shirt, really, under Bielsa. I thought it was shocking. I think he got dragged off at Swansea away last year, and I think this was on point with it. Stupid tackle at the end of the second half where he was lucky to stay on the pitch for me. Another one of those scissor tackles where he becomes reckless. And on another game, another referee, that could have been a straight red card, especially if there was the crowd there baying for him to be sent off. I think he would have been sent off. It looked quite rash, and he's got that in his locker. And I know him and Cooper did a Sky thing, but there's a time and a place. 1-0 down. I remember it at QPR with that rash tackle. Did it again. Irresponsible. And his mistake killed us today. I thought it killed us. 9 times out of 10 he's playing that ball to the right back, but he's got to be a little bit mature there as well. The ball comes at him really quickly, and you've got to be aware of who's coming behind you, who's over your shoulder. Have a quick look, then pass it. He didn't do that. He just automatically went there. There could have been 3 players all putting pressure on Ayling there, and Calvin wouldn't have known because he didn't take that quick look over your shoulder, which you're taught when you're 7 years old in under 8. So I thought he was poor today, and it killed us. Obviously, the chance before half time, I'm bewildered. Why Bamford's on the line, I don't know. Why Bamford's sort of, it was just mind-boggling. And could he have got out of the way? I think he could have out of the way. He looked very heavy today, Bamford did, and the whole squad did. I thought there was only a couple of positives. Obviously, we spoke about the fact that we've got the 7 points, but Poveda, I thought he looked really good when he came on. I said to the crew I'd have liked him to come on earlier. I thought Harrison and Costa were crap. So I think bringing someone like Poveda on, I think, even when he did come on, I thought he looked good. I thought he looked sharp. We just didn't want to have a shot today. We wouldn't have shots. We were trying to pass it in. I thought that with Brentford yesterday when they were moving the ball around. I was saying to the lads on the stream, I said, they're just trying to pass it in the net. But when it came to it, they were clinical. And obviously we go again. But it's worrying because, we've seen that blueprint from last year where, we were in a very decent position. And obviously the fixtures going in are easy. But, I was seeing so many people come out today and say, we're going to absolutely steamroll these. Put -2 on your Sky bets. This is going to be 3-4-0. We're going to batter this lot. And yeah, I think I came out on the stream and said it was going to be 2-0 to Leeds. But in the back of your head, going down to Wales, Cardiff's never been a happy hunting ground for us. I think in my lifetime I've seen us win down there once. The last time we played them on a Sunday was at Ninian Park in 2002 in January when Leeds were top of the league and they were in the Championship, and they still beat us on that day, Division 1. So they've got a little bit of a hoodoo over us, and Neil Harris always got good results against Leeds, even as a player. So it was never going to be an easy task, and what we started doing as well, I thought the first half, it was just all about Leeds passing, nothing really happening aside from that Bamford chance. The Ayling one was a decent header, but it wasn't going in, it was going wide. Volks made the clearance, but we started playing into their game. You know, we all talk about, you know, I've said about Bamford, I don't think he's good enough, and I genuinely don't. It's my personal opinion. Sure, you guys will think differently. But Leeds weren't exactly playing to him today. We weren't, you know, we were playing lump balls in the box. You know, it got to 50, 55th, 60th minute. Leeds lumping the ball to him. He's against Sean Morrison and he's against Nelson. It's bread and butter for Cardiff. Look at the Millwall blueprint that Neil Harris used to, you know, that he used to make them hard to beat and very good at set pieces. He's done the exact same thing with Cardiff, and Cardiff have been like that for the past 5-6 years. And credit to Cardiff, because they stuck to the game plan and Leeds started playing their way, which is what I said in my preview. We can't do. We've got to play our way. We've got short passes, really quick, not lethargic, not give them a moment's rest. And we didn't do that. We sort of did it in the first half, but we didn't create anything massively. And, you know, the one serious chance that they had, obviously Calvin makes a mistake. Should Meslier be doing better? Yeah, I think he should. I think he was soft on that first goal. It was poor, you know, and it's not nice to see. It's really not nice to see that, because he's a young lad. I'm not going to throw him under the bus. He's done very well before this, but, you know, you've got to do better there. And even that Glatzel one, you know, it's his near post. You've got to be doing better there as a keeper, you know. Yeah, really disappointing. Really, really disappointing. That was the worst outcome today. And obviously it's going to be the worst outcome because we've lost the game. But what I mean by that is, you know, if we'd have lost the game and there'd have still been a really good performance there, but it wasn't a good Leeds performance. That it was all the old habits from last season creeping back in. Jack Harrison's overhit passes, Jack Harrison again having some decent chances, not having any composure in front of goal. Click just went missing today. Wasn't helping Calvin at all in that midfield. You know, Calvin was trying to sweep up Joe Rolls and Will Volks by himself, and, you know, which led to the frustration, which led to the yellow card. Click's got to be closer to him as a midfielder. If you're a midfield pairing, you've got to be closer. You know, you're giving Tyler free rein to go in the CAM role. He's got to get closer to Phillips. I get Phillips wipes up, but if you're getting Rolls and you're getting Volks coming at you, unfortunately, you need a bit of help there. You can't just rely on Calvin. You could see the frustration at the end of the first half. But the crossfield passes, crap. You know, getting intercepted the majority of the time. I didn't get excited, and I remember saying that at the end of last season. Every time we get to the edge of the box, I don't expect us to score, and I didn't today. Didn't expect us to score. You know, obviously, you know, we've got 7 games to go. Is it? I'm going mad. No, 8 games to go. 7 points ahead. But Fulham's a must-win now. Must-win. I'd have Bamford out and I put Roberts up top and Pablo back in the CAM. We missed him massively today. We needed a moment of magic. We needed, you know, someone to step forward and create a little bit of magic. I thought the referee was appalling. Trying to make it about himself, which you get with a lot of referees at this level. And just overall, really disappointing. I definitely would make changes. I like the look of Poveda, as I said when he came on. We're still where we are. I just hope when they get on that bus, going all the way back up to Leeds, 4.5 hour journey, they're positive and they're jubilant and the mentality's right, because as we know, we'll get loads of comments in the section below saying Leeds bottle jobs falling apart again. Normally it's sort of clubs who are near the relegation zone, which I always find amusing. But, you know, they hate us because they ain't us. But yeah, you got to remain positive, and you have, because we could be in an awful position now. We could be 3rd, 4th, you know, 7 points behind Brentford or a Fulham. I'm a little bit worried about Brentford. I'm not going to lie. I think when West Brom go down there, I don't know if Mbuemo's going to be fit, but I think it's a different proposition down at Griffin Park. I think, you know, they're not going to have the crowd there, but I think they're used to playing on that pitch, and I think they'll beat West Brom. So I think they're going to be, you know, I'm not discounting Fulham at all, because Fulham could come to Ellen Road and win. But we've got to improve drastically, especially in front of that final third. You know, if we're not learning now, how's it going to work in the Premier League? You know, if we're going up to the Premier League and we're having Bamford as our starting striker, we're having Harrison as our starting winger, and Costa as our starting winger, because he doesn't get out of it. You know, all you guys know I'm not I think there are a lot of people who rate Harrison a lot higher than I do. I think he's a good player. I think a lot of people think he's absolutely unbelievable. I don't think that. I've never thought that. And I think Bamford's like that. And Costa, I always talk about Costa because I think he's got the ability to. But, you know, we said in the preview, he needs to get at Bennett, and Bennett, I think, had the better of him today. And, you know, Bennett's not like a quick, very, very decent left back. You know, he's a bit of a journeyman in the Championship, and Costa just didn't have a go at him. At least when Poveda came on, he was trying to have a go at him. But very few players above a 5 out of 10 today. Just poor. We just played Cardiff's game for the majority of it, and when we didn't, we were just passing it nicely on the edge of the box. Few chances. We could have won the game, but even if we'd have won the game, you know, you'd be turning around and saying we still didn't play to the best of our ability. We've lost the game. The second one was really disappointing for me because, you know, there were so many times last season when, you know, like Wigan sticks out for me when Leeds are piling on the pressure, like we were when it was 1-0 down, and, you know, they go to the other end, the two subs combine and they score. You know, why are Cardiff able to do that? Why are they able to do that? Why can they bring Glatzel off the bench? Why can they bring Mendes Lang? Why can they bring Lee Tomlin? You know, and with all respect, we're bringing Robbie Gotts off the bench, you know, and Alioski in place of Ayling, which was a bizarre decision. Yeah, I just didn't get it, and it's worrying when they have 2 shots on goal, you know, especially the second one. They just had a crack from outside the box. That's all that Glatzel did. He just had a crack from outside the box, and why can't we do that? Why will we not shoot from outside the box? Why does it have to be so intricate and on the 6-yard line for us to be able to put it in the bottom corner? But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Really disheartened by that. Positive, we're still top, but, you know, I remember me saying all this crap last year, all this waffle of, yeah, but still, we've got this still. So I'm not worried about, I'm slightly worried about Brentford, but I'm more worried about Leeds. Because this it's not a good start, is it? 9 games left. You want to get into that 9 games. You know, we're all talking about it being a pre-season. It's clearly not a pre-season because you've got teams fighting for things. You know, at the start of the season, teams, you know, they're getting into the feel of things. They're playing with new players. They're getting used to maybe new managers. Players have adapted. They know what they're doing. They know what they're, you know, they've established these relationships. It isn't like a pre-season. We've had 11 weeks off, but it's nowhere like a pre-season. There's not been the cohesive nature of the squad. They've not been together. They've not been training together for the majority of that. So this whole pre-season stuff, it's not relevant. It's not a pre-season for me. And I think that was shown today because Leeds in the past 4-5 seasons, even without Bielsa, have been unbelievable out the blocks. And today, we were naff. I thought we were lethargic and poor. I'm sure a lot of you guys thought we played well, but that's football. It's a game of opinions. I thought we were really poor today, and we ran out of ideas and started playing Cardiff's game, which is where we lost the game. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. There'll be a preview of the Fulham game coming, which seems so far away now. I think I'm just going to hit maybe a bottle of whiskey right now. Yeah, not a great Sunday, not a great start to the last 9 games, but let's hope they can show us something at Fulham, which is a must win. Like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you in a bit.